2016 is off to a busy start with headline-grabbing exchange mergers and acquisitions, an ongoing focus on regulation, and the continued search for growth. John Lothian News sat down with key exchange executives to get their thoughts on the changing landscape and what's on their priority lists for the rest of the year.
2015 is really a very big year for us. Our revenue hit a record, our profit hit the record, and on the back of our trading volume hitting a record. LME, is really strong, and 3 years ago we bought LME, and then 2015 is the first year we fully commercial LME. Also, is the first year LME Clear, operated for the full year. And also, this is the year that we completed the Stock Connect, Shanghai Hong Kong Stock Connect, where people internationally can trade the domestic Asian market, and the domestic investors are able to trade the Hong Kong market. It's also a very tough year, starting from the last quarter. In fact, basically the second half, because the China stock market had a very massive bull run in the first half and it crashed on the second half, and that obviously have long-lasting consequences and impact on the broader market, particularly in Hong Kong. 2016 is the first year of our next 3-year strategic plan. We now really fundamentally change the business going forward by essentially looking at what additional connectivities that we can still do with China that allow us to get onto another plateau. And on the commodity space, how can we further leverage LME, particularly back into our own markets in China? The key components of that strategic plan is to be more connected on the cash equity side, hopefully developing into a equity derivative, center for China, but offshore in Hong Kong. And then commodities, we basically wanted to find ways to further financializing LME. LME is heavily dominated by the physical users and the real economy players, but in the China's futures market are heavily dominated by speculative, fast trading volume. We hope to be able to bring a little bit of that, so financializing LME is a key component. Our mission is trying to be the exchange of choice for our Chinese clients, whether they're investors or users of investment. And we are the China exchange of choice for international investors and users. We wanted to break open that last frontier, and then you run into unique challenges in breaking into that opportunity, because that require us to have a tremendous expertise in understanding how China works, how to really translate, the key desires that we have into actionable initiatives that actually ultimately can be articulated and pitched, and how to make sure that we understand their unique problems, and not to create problems for them, but trying to solve problems for them. And at the same time, be able to explain to them that in order for them to be truly international, there are certain things that they really have to do, there are certain changes that really have to make in order for them to be fully international.